intimidating, but I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they lead that.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something, and that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw now on 2nd and 10.
Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Farrell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Going long here for Wallace. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One of the covers we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready?
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
They go play action with Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball. And I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run on first down. Farrell. Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw here. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's second and 8. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
11 MC tape. 11 MC tape.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11, 90. 11, Palmer. 11, MT, take. 11, MT.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11, Palmer.
Burrow will throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
11.
Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here we go, here we go.
Swift again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. Farrell
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Farrell. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first down, Farrell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 19-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, Farrell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. To the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. That's caught, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
11 empty.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
After the sack on first down, Burrow goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Wallace. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll look to throw here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go.
start on the ground with Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now it's Burrow. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Lions, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.